Social Security is changing in a really big way. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, and I am very much dedicated to you and this community to do all the research and to break it all down into these short videos so that you can get the latest details hot off the wire each and every day as this information is being released. It's a busy time out there, things are changing rapidly, and my dedication is to be here right by your side, making sure that you're getting all these updates and helping you out in any way that I possibly can. Grab as much money, benefits, programs, and anything else we can possibly get our hands on right now. So again, if you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe down below. It's totally free to do so, and let's get right into the update. Alright, so I do completely recognize that the vast majority of you here in this community are living on a fixed income benefit like Social Security. Maybe it's retirement or SSDI or SSI, maybe it's VA or RRB, or maybe you are low income. Either way, we've got to watch all this very closely because there are millions upon millions of beneficiaries currently receiving Social Security benefits, about 65 million beneficiaries, not to mention the millions upon millions of Americans who will start drawing on Social Security benefits relatively soon. There's a lot of people out there, and the Social Security program is a very, very important one, as the vast majority of people receive Social Security benefits as their primary source of income on a monthly basis. Therefore, it's a very, very important program. So anytime that we talk about potential changes to this program, we've got to listen very closely because this will impact essentially pretty much every American at some point, right? So yeah, it's a very important program, as you can see here. Well, with that being said, we need to watch all of these changes closely. We do know that there are a few different things out there right now on the table, and we also do recognize that Social Security does have some pretty big problems ahead of it a number of years down the road. This is no secret. I think all of us here completely recognize that Social Security is a program that probably needs some major reform and probably needs some major fixes to the program, because realistically, the way that it's going right now, it's probably not going to last all that much longer if no changes are actually made to it. Now again, I don't want to say that to scare anybody. I'm not saying that to scare anybody at all, but we recognize the problems that are laying ahead for Social Security a number of years down the road. However, Congress is very aware of this, and they also recognize just as much as we do that some major changes need to be coming into this program. Otherwise, it may be in for a major, major problem going ahead in about 10 years from right now, whereas benefits may need to be cut by about 22%. That's a huge, huge cut to benefits. So therefore, Congress is very aware of this. Well, as a result of this, and what everybody knows about Social Security, as well as what needs to be done to this program to actually shore up the Social Security trust funds, making sure that they're bringing in enough tax revenues to cover all of the promised and guaranteed benefits, as well as make sure that this program has solvency for many more years to come. They're playing around with a bunch of different ideas as far as how they can actually achieve this. Now, we've talked about a variety of different ways that they've been talking about this in previous videos, including the Social Security 2100. This is something that they want to do, as well as the plan that was introduced by Bernie Sanders. We're all very aware of him. The president came out with a plan on Social Security about a year and a half ago. Haven't seen anything with it since then, but there's a whole bunch of different plans out there right now, and a bunch of different basically ways that they can come forward and actually make sure that Social Security is good to go for many more generations and decades into the future. However, one of the big things that they are possibly considering right now is raising the full retirement age, or FRA, up to 70. As of right now, it is 67. So basically what it comes up to is those individuals who were born in 1960 or later, the full retirement age is 67. Now, that adjustment just came into effect as of this year, 2022, right? However, they had planned to not change that anymore. They planned where they were no longer going to be moving the goalposts out any further. However, guess what? Now, as they continue to examine this program, Social Security, they're possibly considering pushing the goalposts out once again to the age of 70 as the full retirement age. Now, again, they continue to move the goalposts out, right? It takes them a fraction of the amount of time to move the goalposts out as it does for actually past the time, right? So again, kind of makes it hard for anybody to get ahead right now when they keep moving these goalposts out. But anyway, I want to bring my wife Corey in. She's going to read an article to you. It's going to break it all down and give you the full details on all of this. Now, of course, I can sit here for a few minutes here and explain everything in detail, but again, I like to kind of explain it in my words, and then I like to bring my wife in, Corey, and actually have her read an article to you so that you can hear it from the words of the author of the article. Kind of makes sense? So you're hearing kind of like two different perspectives of how this is actually being explained. So I like to share these articles with you every so often. I do a lot of research on all this stuff. I come across multiple different pieces of information and articles, and sometimes I like to bring them to you and have my wife Corey read them to you just so that you can get an idea of where I'm getting this information, what I'm reading about all this stuff, and what some of the information is that's floating around out there right now. So with that being said, it's only about a 3-minute article here. It only takes about 3 minutes or so. So I'm going to bring Corey in right now. She's going to read it to you, and then you can hear these words, not only from me, but from the author of this article as well, and where this new idea is coming from as far as changing Social Security once again in a really big way. So anyway, with that being said, I will not come back at the end of the article simply because there's no reason for me to. So with that being said, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and of course, go back and check out any of the other nearly 2,400 videos right here on the channel. And Corey, take it away, and I will catch you again later in the next video, but I hope this one helps you and better understand what is actually going on out there and some of the ideas that are floating around to actually change the Social Security program and ultimately make sure that it is solvent and around for many more generations and decades to come. All right, Corey, it's all you. I will catch you again later in the next video. Corey, take it away, and I'll see you soon.
Raising Social Security's full retirement age from 67 to 70 would be the wrong way to fix the program, by Alicia H. Minnell. Social Security benefits should not be cut. The American Academy of Actuaries, a group of usually sober and sensible people, recently issued a brief making the case for raising the Social Security retirement age. Their argument is straightforward. Social Security retirement is running at a 75-year deficit equal to 3.5% of taxable payrolls. The only way to fix the problem is to raise revenues or cut benefits. Life expectancy at 65 has increased and is projected to continue to increase, which pushes up program costs. Therefore, Congress should make people work longer and postpone claiming their benefits. Raising the full age to 70 could cut the long-run deficit by about a third. Just to be absolutely clear, though, increasing Social Security's full retirement age is not just a question of postponing claiming, it is a benefit cut. Those who are able to delay retirement receive 1 year less of benefits. Those who cannot adjust their retirement behavior get lower benefits due to the increased actuarial adjustment, an adjustment made to keep lifetime benefits constant regardless of claiming age. Currently, those claiming age 62 receive only 70% of their benefits available at 67. If the full retirement age were increased to 70, that amount falls to 55%. I'm against any form of benefit cut because the rest of the U.S. retirement system seems quite wobbly to me. At any one moment, only about half of private sector workers are covered by any type of workplace retirement plan. That means some people never are covered and are totally reliant on Social Security, while others move in and out of coverage and end up with modest balances. We actually know how much people have in their retirement accounts from the detailed financial data in the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances. As of 2019, the date of the latest survey, households with a 401k approaching retirement, which is 55 to 64 years old, had $144,000 in their 401k/IRA balances. That may sound like a lot, but if they buy a joint and survivor annuity, they will receive only about $600 per month. And this amount is likely to be their only source of retirement income beyond Social Security because the typical household holds no other financial assets. Cutting Social Security benefits would be a disaster for most Americans. Moreover, increasing the full retirement age is the most basic form of benefit cut because it hurts the most vulnerable who are forced to claim early, and it's clear who these people are. In a recent study, my colleagues examined work-life expectancy for all individuals and by race and education. They looked at individuals who are expected to be working at 62 years old and calculated the probability that they will still be capable of work if Social Security's full retirement age were increased to 70. The exercise showed that while age 70 might be possible for a large majority of high education white people, it is out of the question for many people who are men and women with low education, particularly people who are Black, and even for those high educated Black workers. These individuals would end up with grossly inadequate benefits. Yes, it is possible, as the actuaries suggest, that some of the pain created by increasing the full retirement age could be offset by expanding disability insurance. I have no confidence this would happen, so don't cut Social Security benefits, and if for some reason we do decide to do so, don't do it by raising the full retirement age.